So hello everybody, I am back again, and I got the webcam set up a little different this time. You can see me. Hello everybody. Alright, so we left off here for part 2, and as I said, this is the future value equation of an annuity. This is important, right? So I'll kind of highlight this. And move on to the next slide. All right, so here's an example of a future value of an annuity, and you can. This is the long way. This is the long way of doing it, as you can see here. This is the long way. He's doing one line at a time, right? You could do this the long way, right, and get the future value of each amount, then add them up right here. But you don't have to do that, because you can just use this equation, or you can use Microsoft Excel. And you can get these numbers. You can get this number by itself. So the payment. Here's the payment, right? $1,000. Here's the interest rate, 7%, 5 years, and this is how much you're going to have in your annuity. So instead of having just $5,000, right? 5 years at 1,000 would be 5,000 with no interest. You end up with an extra $754.74. Alright, so I hope everybody's clear about that. Right? You can see that right over there, right? Right there. Okay, good. So that's good. I think I'm going to try to do this in Excel. See if I can remember. 1,000, 7%, and 5. Alright? 1,000, 7%, and 5. Let me see if I can bring up Excel. I'll show you how to do the future value of an annuity. So let me go to f of x right here, and I bring up CFV, future value, and the rate was 7%, right? Now the interesting thing is you can do this way. Let me get out of this camera for a minute. 7, and I got to find the percent key. You see, if I write 7% like this, everyone see that? It comes out to 0.07. Alright, so everyone should see that. And the next thing I'm going to do is, I said it was 5 years, right? That's simple. We'll just put a 5 in there. And the payment was 1,000. Now the money's coming out of your pocket, right? The money's coming out of your pocket. So it's going to be minus 1,000. Everyone understand that? And if you look, here's the answer. It's that simple. See that? $5,750.74, I guess, right? And if I say OK, there it is, right? So that's all that took. And there it was right there. So we got the correct answer using Excel. Okay. So go to the next slide. Oh, and here they actually show you what I just did, right? You see the minus 1,000? Everyone should make a note of that, right? Minus 1,000, 7%, 5 years. Okay, now here's the equation for the present value of an annuity. This is another important equation. And I will make, I'll draw some lines on here. I'll do it freehand this time. Watch this. See, I'll do like a little freehand. So this is an important equation. Now this gives you the present value of an annuity. Now what's the present value of an annuity mean? The present value of an annuity is how much money, let's say you were going to get $1,000 a month for 10 years. And someone said, well, I'll give you the lump sum equivalent of that today. Everyone knows about lotto, right? What do they ask you on Lotto? What they say is, we'll either give you a $250,000 a year for 30 years or something like that, or if you take the lump sum, you'll get a lesser amount. So this is the equation for the lump sum of an annuity, okay? So this gives you just a single amount of money that's equivalent today to as if you were going to get those payments each year right on. So this is the present value, and it's an ordinary annuity. Remember we talked about that, right? At the end of each period, okay? So everyone should be clear about that. Any questions, just let me know. All right, hold on, I got to do something here. So, let's move on. All right, so here's a nice example of the present value of an annuity. And you can see they're doing each year one at a time, getting the present value. And you could use Excel for this. And they're doing it longhand, okay? They're doing it longhand. Or you could just use that equation, right? The equation I showed you. And here's the longhand version, right? See, it says long method of finding the present value of an ordinary annuity. And here's the Microsoft Excel version. This is the equivalent amount today. And you just pop these numbers into the PV function. See right here? PV. So, and here's the calculator version. So you can do that, right? All right, now we're back to future value again. So let me just highlight this, all right? So we just did present value. And so now we're going to do future value, but this time it's an annuity what? Due. You get the money at the beginning of the period, right? So you'll notice the equation is exactly the same as we had for the future value of an ordinary annuity. Only thing that's different is we added this. This gives you you multiply by 1 plus R for an annuity due. So this part right here is an ordinary annuity equation. If you look back, and this factor right here gives you an annuity due. And that's all you have to know about that. All right? All right, so now I gotta change slides. All right, so here's the annuity due, right? And it's going to calculate to more money. This is a long way of doing it, right? This is the long version, right? Everyone see that? So that's the long version of doing it. And here's the calculator again doing it. And here's Microsoft Excel doing it, right? And again, what you got to do is follow this right here. You plug in. And you'll notice the difference from ordinary annuity and annuity due. What you'll notice is you always get more money with an annuity due, right? So let me do this. This time I'll make an arrow. Let's do an arrow. So here's an ordinary annuity, right? And here's an annuity due. And you can see right here it says annuity due, right? And here it says ordinary annuity. Isn't that nice? These arrows. I'll put an oval now. Watch this. So we'll put an oval around here because this is important. Look at this here. All right. And let me stretch it a little bit more. I can't stretch it now. All right. So I screwed up. All right. But anyway, you should just know this, right? This always gives you a bigger amount, as you can see. Okay. So this is important. So now understand this for the final. And here is the equation for the present value of an annuity due. All right. So this is the equation for the present value of an annuity due. And I guess I came a little close here, but you see it says PV event. Here's the cash for the payments. Here's the interest rate. And again, it's the same equation you saw before. The only thing is We added this function right here, times 1 plus R, for an annuity deal. Alright? So that's not too bad. Alright, so. And here's the, again, Excel and the calculator method of doing it. And here's a little blurb about Lotto, right? The guy blew, I think he blew his money. He won 96.6, he took the lump sum, and he only gets 48 million. Right? You always get a lesser one. Alright, so I'll stop here, and we'll pick up with perpetuities the next time we meet. Okay, I'll wave goodbye to everybody. Have a good evening, and take care.